Hello pilots, welcome to 2021, welcome to Blue Squadron HQ, and welcome to the High Republic. Disney are kicking off their new series of Star Wars books with Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. It's a pretty cool cover. Disney have been pretty tight-lipped about it. I mean, only yesterday they mentioned a great event called the Great Disaster that changes everything for the High Republic and the Jedi. The new hero is Avar Kriss. She's the Jedi Marshal for the Outer Rim. Around her are a various host of diverse and interesting characters. We finally have a Wookiee Jedi. Finally. And more interestingly for me, we have a Trandoshan Jedi. I wonder if them two are going to butt heads at some point. What's interesting about this series is no book seems to be centered on one character in particular. They have their own individual stories. However, every single entry seems to be about a different Jedi, whether it's them or their Padawan, and a different trial that they'll go under. Speaking of trials, Disney have stepped forward and said that they will divide this section into 3 phases. They're playing the long game. Phase 1 is Light of the Jedi. Phase 2 will be called Quest of the Jedi. Phase 3 will be called Trials of the Jedi. They've stated before that they wanted this to be the end of the Jedi's golden age. So we'll see the twilight of it, how it slowly started to whittle away, and how they became the peacekeepers that we know from the Phantom Menace, which were more like a police force rather than the Army of Light and things that we've seen in the past. I really like the designs of the Jedi. I like that they've incorporated the Kylo Ren style lightsaber to give it a more practical use with the vice grip that comes out to protect your hands. There's a really interesting Jedi which looks like a 2-prong white lightsaber. She's not been mentioned yet, she's not been shown in any other artwork, so I'm looking forward to finding out a little bit more about her. Set just 200 years before the Phantom Menace, we know now that the Sith, they're out there building in secret, working their way up for the grand plan, but it'll be interesting to see how the Jedi adapt and how they become the Jedi of the Clone Wars in the future. Speaking of the Sith and villains, there won't be any Sith. Instead, they've decided to go with pirates called the Nihil. Now, a lot of us were skeptical when they said the thing the Jedi fear the most would be pirates. I mean, they've taken on some pretty big things in the past. The Mandalorians, the Sith, the new Sith, the Sith after that. So it seems like there's a bit more to it than just pirates. Apparently they're like space Vikings but without a code, as opposed to the space Vikings who do have codes. They have no morals and will not hold back from doing the absolute worst things. I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. To explore the dangers of the new world, they've brought in a Marvel comic series. This will focus on a new grass type dark side entities. There'll be a manga series and several books for young adults, and this is just phase 1. So as well as books, we are able to look forward to a new TV show called Star Wars Acolyte. The details of Acolyte have been thin at best, however the writing very much follows the font of the Sith, and the lightsaber slash across the word Acolyte was a pretty good indicator of what we're going to get. I personally really hope it's about the Ruler 2. But that's just me. Going forward, I really hope that they branch off into the games, considering the success of EA Squadrons and Jedi Fallen Order. I hope that when they say they're playing the long game, I hope it doesn't just mean the High Republic and that they'll be going off into the future. I think a lot of fans felt unsatisfied by the way Rise of Skywalker ended, and I think people are ready for a little bit more to find out what comes next. It'll be interesting if they can link the two together in a natural and organic way. Like most of you, I don't know anything about the story other than the Great Disaster, but I'm really curious to find out what it is, so I'll be disappearing off shortly to read that and find out for you. I hope the Great Disaster isn't the plot. I'm really hoping that the Vikings turn out to be a proper threat. Something we haven't seen before, but it's pretty hard to top the Sith. In the next few days, I should be working on my review for this book. I'll let you know my thoughts, how it stands in comparison to other classics such as the Darth Bane trilogy, and what we can expect going forward. I'm also really curious to find out more about Jodie Whittaker and her Jedi. By the way, all the Jodie Whittaker references, it's because she's been rumoured to play Avar Kriss in an upcoming movie. Maybe this is Rian Johnson's movies. So thanks for joining us for our introduction into the High Republic. This is the first book, Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you looking forward to it? Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. She really looks like Jodie Whittaker though.